Shalom Israel, this is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
Just listen. Brother right here. You've been sitting right here for a minute. You have any questions? No, sir. So you know who you are? Who are you?
I thought I knew, but it's
Ah, you thought you knew, right? So, let's show you. Give me, what, by the way, what would you be considered today? African American, what do they call you? What's your father? Huh? Yahweh Shai. So you know who you are then? Yeah. You saying Yahweh Shai, so you know you're an Israelite?
Yes, sir.
So what tribe?
Judah.
Why you didn't say that first, bro?
Right. Okay, because this is the first time ever coming to a platform like this. I mean.
Oh, so okay, all right.
Like I say, I'm still here.
So you know who you are, right?
Yes, sir.
So how long you know who you were?
I would say the past 35 years.
Huh?
35 years.
So you knew you were an Israelite for 35 years.
35 years.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you a question. If you were walking down the street, right?
Yes, sir.
And I'm passing you up, would I be able to tell that you're an Israelite? That you know that you're an Israelite?
No, sir.
Why is that?
Because we don't know who we are.
No. I'm just saying. If I was to see you and I see your outer appearance, would I know that you're an Israelite?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna show you. Matthew 5 and 16.
Bring it out.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16. You got it? Read.
The book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 16. Let your light so shine before men.
So it says, let your light so shine before men. What is the light that we should be shining before men?
Light?
Yeah, what is the light that we should be shining before men? I seen you look at it. I seen you. What should you be having on, bro?
Like I say, I'm still learning. I really don't know.
Bro, you say you know him for 35 years. You should know, right?
Yeah, but I kind of drew away from it for a while because
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I guess I'm just trying to do other things. Even though I'm in the truth, but at the same time
No. See, you're either in it or you're not.
Right.
There's no in between. No, you can't be lukewarm, bro. You got to be hot for the Lord. Right. You can't be sometime. You can't have a toe in the truth and a whole foot in the world.
Right.
You understand? So you got to be hot for the Lord. So it says, let your light shine before men. What is the light? Let's get it. Let's see what the light is. Because I should see that you're an Israelite. That, this brother, he knows who he is. Just by you walking up. Because I see you already got the beard, right? But what's missing? What else? The light. Okay, let's find out. Read.
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
So the law is light. I should be able to see the law on you, right? Numbers. I should see the law in you. Just based off your appearance, I should see it. All right, let's get it.
Numbers chapter 15 verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them.
So it says, speak unto the children of Israel, which you're an Israelite, and bid them. Bid means to what? Oh no, it's not a Negro word. We don't use that in the daily.
You say bid?
Bid.
Bid.
If I bid you to do something, what does that mean?
Command?
Command. Absolutely right. Command them. Bid them. Read.
that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Throughout their generations. So I'm asking you, are we still generating?
In this generation, no, we're not.
No, are we still generating? Are we still on the earth?
Yes, sir. We're still-
Yeah, right. So that means forever, right?
Yes, sir.
Throughout their generations. Because the Israelites are still here. We're still generating throughout their generations. So our children should have what? Fringes. Fringes. They should have fringes. Their children should have fringes throughout their generations. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So upon that fringe, you should have a border of blue, a ribbon of blue. Don't matter what color, as long as it's blue, right? It can be any kind of shade of blue, as long as it's blue, right? Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So it's a reminder to keep all God's commandments
Right.
and do them. So when we out in the world and we walking through society, or yep, I ain't supposed to do that right there. Brother try to pass you a blunt, you know what? No, I'm not supposed to do that. Right? It keeps you from sin.
That's right.
That's the whole point of wearing fringes, to remind you not to commit sin.
Right.
Read.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart.
Because a lot of our people like to do what? Seek after their own mind. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do me. That's our spirit. That's why we're in the conditions that we're in now.
Right.
Because we like to do what we want to do instead
Right.
of doing what our Father says to do, because He knows best for us. But we don't want, our people, we don't want to do that. We like to do other things. We want to be like the other nations, be in the midst of wickedness, idolatry. This is the stopping point right here. All right, you know what? Nope, I'm not going to do that. Right? Read.
And your own eyes, after which ye use to go a whoring.
So that's the whole purpose of fringes. You should be having fringes on, bro. Have you ever heard that before? Kind of familiar with it? All right, so we're gonna refresh that memory.
That's right.
All right, bro? Because we out here for you. We don't need a whole crowd. We just need one soul. All right? So, you're supposed to be having fringes on, right? Letting your light shine. What else? Okay. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So what's today? What would today be considered?
Today would be considered, I would say, continue to follow the Most High's commandments.
Okay. It's a commandment that we should be keeping right now, today. Yeah, which commandment is that?
Follow the Most High's law?
Today's the Sabbath.
That's right.
Did you know that?
Yes, today is Saturday. Today is Saturday.
Right. So, on the Sabbath, what should we be doing? What should we be doing on the Sabbath? Now, you was brought up in this, right?
Like I said, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
just
So-
a little bit.
Just help. I want to help you out.
Okay.
I want to refresh your memory.
I would say on the Sabbath we would should we fast on the Sabbath?
No, not necessarily. You don't have to fast.
Okay.
But more importantly, we should do what? Congregate. Congregate with your fellow believers, your brothers and sisters, right? Let's get that. Read.
The book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation.
It's a holy convocation. So it's a day of rest, and you gather with your brothers and sisters, right? You got 6 days to handle all your business. But on the seventh day, which is Saturday, which is today, you gather with your people, right? Fellow believers. Read. Is there more?
Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
So we shouldn't be working either. Do you have to work today?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. All praises. So you can be keeping the Sabbath today. Gather with your brothers. All right? You gathering with anybody?
No, it's basically
It's just you today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, bro, hey, we got to come together. Our people must come together because everybody else is coming together. Everybody else is gathering. But we, as a people, we don't like to gather with each other.
Because we can't stand each other.
Exactly. That's a problem in our society. That's a problem in our nation.
That's right.
We hate each other. But the Bible has the solutions if we read it. Read Leviticus. We're going to go back to the Sabbath, but real quick. Leviticus 19 and 17.
Bring it out.
Real quick.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So, it says we shouldn't hate our brothers in our mind. Right off the top, if two brothers walking down the street and they come like, they crossing paths, if I look at you wrong, it's usually going to be a what? It's going to be a problem, right? We shouldn't be like that. That's not us. That's not all. That's not how we're supposed to be.
And that's what I try to do. I say, I try to say, hey, what's up, peace, family, and they just keep on walking. They don't understand it because, for one, they don't know me, and just because they just don't feel like speaking.
Right. So how do we stop that? How do we change that in our community?
Bring it out.
Basically, just coming to the law and trying to come together.
Exactly. We got to come to the Bible.
That's
We
right.
got to keep God's commandments
Right.
and teach our people because they don't know. They don't know. We was just like you. We didn't know until somebody taught us.
That's right.
We got to go out and teach our people. We got to learn, apply, then go out and teach our people. Right? So it says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So we got to rebuke our neighbor. Our neighbor is our brother, our fellow Israelite. Not everybody in the world is our fellow brothers.
That's right.
Israelites.
Right.
We got to rebuke them. What does it mean to rebuke? Because that's another Negro word that we don't use.
I wouldn't say that as a Negro word, but I mean, I guess you can say words are words, but rebuke, I would say, I guess refrain from all the negativity and then trying to bring ourselves back together as a unit. Is that?
Somewhat. You're somewhat right. It means to correct
Right.
our people. So if I was to see you about to go off, right, and commit sin, I say, hey, brother, hey, no, hey, don't do that, right? According to the law right here, you're not supposed to be doing that. That's correction. That's how you rebuke your neighbor. And that's also showing what? Love. If I love you, I'm not going to let you destroy yourself. That's how we should be as a people. That's why God put it in here.
Right.
Because if I just let you go off and do what, he's going to do what he want to do. That's hatred.
That's right.
And God said we shouldn't hate our brothers in our heart, in our mind.
Right.
So if I hate you, I'm gonna let you do it. If I love you, I'm gonna stop you from doing that because it's not gonna benefit you in the end, right? So it says rebuke thy neighbor. Read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
So that's the whole point because I don't want you to commit sin. I love you enough to stop you from committing sin
Right.
because that's gonna be your end. You get put to death for that, right? Read.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
So you're not supposed to bear any grudge against the children of your people. Not all nations, because that's what they say in the Christian church. Your neighbor is everybody. No, it says the children of your people. Don't
Right.
bear or revenge any grudge against the children of your people. Read.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
So you're supposed to love your brother just like you love yourself, right? You wouldn't steal from yourself, right? Would you stab yourself? Likewise with your brother, you should be the same way towards your brother. Don't let him commit sin.
Right.
Love him just like you love yourself.
Right.
Right. That's how we stop these conditions in our community. Gang violence. If we apply this right now, gang violence will stop. Black on black crime will stop. Hatred and grudging will stop.
Right.
In other words, you want for your brother what you want for yourself.
Exactly, bro. That's exactly it. You don't want nothing bad for yourself, so why would you want bad things to happen to your brother? That's the logic. stop doing that. Stop letting your brother commit sin, because that's hatred for your brother. Right? You understand? So we're going back to the Sabbath. So me telling you that is what? Me telling you this right now is what?
You just said it just a while ago. I forgot the word. Was it correction?
Correction.
Correct.
Love. I'm showing you love right
That's
now.
right.
That's love, bro. We love our people. If we didn't love our people, we wouldn't be out here. You gotta love your people.
Right.
Read. Where we at? Yeah, get that. Exodus 20.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So it says, remember the Sabbath day, right? Why? Because our people, we forgot. As a people, we forgot the Sabbath. Now we think the day of worship is what? Commonly, what is the common knowledge of our people today? They think it's Sunday. That's not according to the Bible. And they go to church all day life. Don't even crack open the Bible and look and say, hey, Sunday is not the day.
Right.
But that's the spell that was put on our people. We are lost. We got to show them. Like we were saying earlier, we got to learn it, apply it, then show our people. We got to teach our people. Read that again.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So, we already covered that we shouldn't be working on the Sabbath, right? What else should we not be doing? Because we covered that what? We got to gather, right? Not work, right? Now, we got to show our people these things, because this is important. This is pertinent to our salvation, because we all want to be saved, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, let's see what else.
I just had a question. So like today's the Sabbath, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, is there any way you can counter? So like for example, you got to work on a Saturday. I mean, of course, if you got to work, I mean, is there any way you can counter that, or you just got to just, go to work, give Esau his honest, give Esau your honest 8 hours and go home. But at the same time, you're not doing it for him, you're doing it for yourself. So how do you counteract that if you have to work on a Sabbath?
That's a good question, because a lot of our brothers, they go through that, right?
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, so do I.
Exactly. Now, you can either do what a lot of brothers did, is find a job that will let you have the Sabbath off. Or, if you, like in our congregation, if you're a brother in good standing, we will write you a letter of accommodation to get you off on the Sabbath. Because, hey, look, you got to tell them off the jump, hey, this is my faith. We don't work on Saturdays. Certain days we don't work. That's how you got to counteract that. Now, some of them, they're not going to let you do that.
Right.
That's when you need to find another job.
That's right.
You got to find another job. Some brothers like to find loopholes. Well, I got to work. No. There's plenty of work out here. You can find work where you don't have to work on the Sabbath.
That's right.
Now, if you're in a situation where you have to work now, let your job know, hey, look, can I switch my days? Some jobs, if you're keeping the commandments, you'll be able to get that day off. The Lord will make it to where your oppressor will give you that day off because he knows you're a good worker.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I've been noticing every Saturdays I work, there's always some bad omen that comes to my orbit. I've always noticed it. It's like always something, always something, if it's always some bad news that's happening to me, or I just kind of just
why?
track. What is that?
Because you know better. You know you shouldn't be working, right?
Is that what it is?
Did you know that you weren't supposed to be working?
Actually, I didn't know that. Now that I know.
Okay, so now you know.
Now I know.
So now you know, but yeah, like we said, bro, you can find a job where you can get those days off, or find a new job. A lot of times, brothers just find new jobs, so they can have that day off. So you can keep that Sabbath holy, separate from other days. All right, because you're not supposed to be working. It's a day of rest. Read. Where I had to go? Yeah, no cooking. Go to that. Read.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seed that ye will seed, and that which remaineth over.
Hold on, brother. Don't worry about what's going on over there. All right. I want you to pay attention. What? I didn't catch your name. What's your name again? Avery. All right. Pay attention, brother Avery. Read this again for my brother.
Exodus 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
So, it says tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath of the Lord. So that's the what? Day before the Sabbath comes in, right? So it's telling you what to do the day before the Sabbath comes in. Read.
Bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe that ye will seethe.
So it says bake what you're going to bake that day, and seethe what you're going to seethe. Seethe means to boil, right? So cook what you're going to cook that day before the Sabbath comes in. Read.
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept unto the morning.
So what? So you don't have to cook on the Sabbath, because cooking is a form of work.
Right.
That's a form of work. So you shouldn't be working and you shouldn't be cooking on the Sabbath. You get that, Avery?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're refreshing that memory now. It's all coming back to you. I can see it. So what else shouldn't we be doing? Because we already covered that we're supposed to gather, not supposed to be working, not supposed to be cooking. Let's see what else. Give me Nehemiah. You had a question?
Oh no, I was just
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure you follow along. Read.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
So it says the people of the land. When it's saying that, it's talking about the other nations. In our neighborhood, do we own any stores? No. All the other nations do though. And they bring wares and goods in our community to sell. When are all the major sales usually?
major sales, like
What days are the major sales are usually?
liquor.
No, what day?
What day? Saturday.
Saturday, Friday.
Friday,
They even
Saturday.
got Black Friday. Because the Sabbath starts Friday night to Saturday night. That's the complete Sabbath. So they usually do that to keep us in sin.
Right.
It says, if the people of the land bring any wares or victuals, read.
On the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy of them on the Sabbath.
So we're not to be buying from these nations on the Sabbath. You shouldn't be buying or selling, period.
Right.
So if you have your own business, like it was saying in Exodus 20,
Right.
if you got your own business, shut it down on the Sabbath. Nobody should be working. That means your employees either.
Right.
So likewise, with all people, if you work, don't work. If people are trying to sell, you don't buy to them. And whatever you're going to make it the day before, so you don't have to worry about making anything on the Sabbath.
Right.
That's your day of rest. Chill, Hank. Chill, bro, and gather with your people on the Sabbath. That's what we should be doing. Because, look, you out with the heathen all week, right? Slaving, working hard, hearing all kind of madness. What better day is it to on the Sabbath than to gather with your people that's like-minded with you?
That's right.
That's going to recharge your spiritual battery.
Bring it out.
That uplifts you. I can't wait to see my people on the Sabbath.
That's right.
I'm tired of looking at the heathen all week.
Right.
That should be our mind frame. I'm tired of these nations right here. All they're doing is just extorting us, making money off of us.
Mistreating
Huh?
us.
Mistreating us. And you in our community, you over here beating us over the head.
Right.
Hurry up and buy. All kind of madness like that.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.